For a long time, it's been very hard for me to be consistent with things because I'd go for a period where I'd just like lock in, try and be really disciplined and do that hard work. But eventually, I'd end up burning out. Like, no matter how much I tried not to burn out and just keep pushing through it, I couldn't do it. And I think it's a problem a lot of like really ambitious, high achiever type personality people may face. Because when you get motivated and you're really excited to go out and achieve something, at least my first instinct is, okay, I'm going to do everything possible. I'm going to literally just like obsess over this one thing, put in the majority of my time, like cut off a lot of the other, activities that I might have been doing so I can just focus on this thing because like I like to become obsessive over things like that. And while that feels good, I've realized now that for the things where you need to be more consistent, for the things where it's more helpful to do it in the long term, it's not like some short term thing where it's okay, only a few weeks or only a few months. Like it could spend like genuinely like decades. Consistency, it's not really this really exciting, dramatic, oh my gosh, doing all this action and all this like stuff. I found that it's more boring and it's more like subtle. It's not really this big flashy thing. It's just like those subtle, okay, I'm going to do this action every single day, or I'm going to do this. And it's kind of quiet, it's not loud. And I think for a while I wanted it to be this like loud, dramatic thing, like theatrical or whatever. Because I thought that's what success looked like. I thought that's what consistency looked like being this ultra disciplined person who's like works really hard and, puts all his time into something. Like I thought I kind of romanticized that idea, but now I realize that to be consistent in the long term, it's not that at all. At least in my experience, it's been more just, quietly showing up every day, doing the thing that you got to do. It may not take like all of your time. It may not take all of your energy. And a lot of the times you'll feel like you can do more. You feel like you're supposed to do more, and maybe you can, but if you want to be consistent, it's way better to leave some reserve in the tank and not, go overboard so that you always have more energy and you can always like keep moving forward, rather than going so fast and, pushing yourself so hard to where you burn out and you can't keep that pace. And then, you have your body pretty much like forces you to take a break. And then because you're taking that break, now you get demotivated because you've lost momentum, and then the consistency just goes away. It's like when I first really started getting into fitness and trying to work on my health and build my physique, build more muscle and whatever. At first I became really obsessed. I was like, okay, I'm going to work out like twice a day and I'm going to, do all these things like cold showering and this recovery stuff. And I'm going to do this meal plan and just like trying to do all these things at once to get everything perfectly the first time. But when I became consistent, I realized I didn't need to do all that. Like it was mainly just doing the basics. Okay, show up and go to the gym and do your workouts. Okay, eat the right healthy foods. You don't have to be perfect with it. Sometimes you can have a little like snack or a treat, but basically you've just got to sustain it and do this thing for a long enough period of time. And, once I had that mental attitude and I started applying it, I started getting the results, and it wasn't as quick and flashy as I might have wanted it to be, but I was still getting there. And, now I'm at a higher level. In a year, I'm going to be at a higher level than I was before. And a few years from now, it's going to be an even better place. It's like it takes time. And by trying to rush it, it just, at least from my experience, for a lot of the goals, when I try to rush it, I end up missing something big. So, man, just having that consistency and being able to slow down a little bit so that you can get farther has been very helpful. Maybe this video has given you some insights into something that you're trying to tackle in your own life. I hope it has helped you and gave value to you. If it has, leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. But yeah. Peace out.